Hi, welcome to YVP Media. My name is Amari, and this is my co-host,
Tez.
And we're going to be interviewing
Derek Scott.
Okay, so.
Can you tell us about your journey to professional basketball and how did it all begin?
Well, the journey for basketball for me was I started when I was 13. If you guys know Home Square, that's where I started playing basketball. And then the journey to play professional was after college when I had the desire to I wanted to make money playing basketball. So the journey wasn't easy. I did a lot of basketball camps all over the United States just to get my name and myself more marketable accountability, credit. So went to all these camps and tried to perform my best, and it got me where I am today.
Okay, what influenced your decision to play basketball overseas instead of staying in your home country?
More opportunity overseas. Here, the level of talent, well, not let's say, the level of basketball here is we have the NBA, then you have the G League. I tried to get into the G League. It's not easy. Also, my level that I played in college wasn't high enough as well. The only interest I had was the New York Knicks G League team. So without getting any offers, I ended up getting an offer to play overseas. So that's what was the deciding factor to go play overseas compared to playing here in the States.
Was it scary for your first time going overseas?
It wasn't so scary. The reason being was I made sure my agent let me know the type of environment that I'll be in. The place that I was pretty much along the ocean shore, and they gave me a nice apartment to pretty much look out above the horizon, which was a really nice view waking up. And then the city, well, town that I was in was really safe, so made sure that I was safe and able to just focus on basketball.
How was your life adjustment?
I think the most part that I had to adjust to was the food. The food, just because they eat so much different. So, like I said, my first contract was in Mexico, and their breakfast was consisted of like beans and rice, along with with eggs and stuff, along other stuff like that. So they really didn't cook pancakes, or or French toast, So I had to adjust to that. But everyone was nice. Everyone was like, "Yeah, you should try this." I told them right away I don't like spicy food, so they respected that. So once I got accustomed to the food, everything else became easy.
Uh, which teams have you played for during your overseas career? How did each experience?
Let's see. I guess I'll just start name some of them. First team was Santa Rosalia. So that's in the Baja California area. So that experience was really nice. People were nice. I played really well. I think I averaged like 23 points a game, and but we lost in the first round of the playoffs. My next contract was also in Mexico. I played in the Caribbean League. That was located in Cancun. Real nice area, touristy. So I was able to move around freely. Also, I got the MVP of that league. I think I averaged 25 points a game, or 27. My team came in second place, so that experience was well. After that, playing in Mexico for so long, I went to Europe. Played in Estonia. Estonia was a real tough league. I played, I think, 4 games before I got injured. So they sent me home after that, but bounced back after I got healthy again, and went back to Mexico the following year, where my team won the championship in Mexico. I think I averaged about like 21 points a game. That experience was really good. And then did that after Mexico. Then I went to Moldova. Moldova is in Europe. Went to Moldova, was averaging like 31 points a game. That was too easy, so I ended up leaving and went to go play in Croatia, where I averaged like 12. But we were winning games when I came, so that experience was nice. Both experience was nice in Moldova and Croatia. So all in all, I would say each experience taught me something. Um, each experience I will always remember. So it was nice. I enjoyed all my experiences, all in all.
What was your favorite team you played for?
Um, I'll probably have to say Mexico that won the championship. Just because like everyone was friendly. I had another American there with me too. Most of these teams I had, it was only me as an American. They had other foreigners, but um, in this one we won a championship. We had one American with me, so it was always nice to have another American with you. He was from Detroit, and yeah, we ended up becoming real cool because obviously to have another American with you, you speak your own languages, your own lingo. You don't have to worry about like people talking bad about you because you don't speak, you know, the lingo of whatever country you're in. So I think the best one.
About in a foreign country.
I would say probably one of the biggest challenges I would say is just being a professional. To be honest, you get to these other countries and you got so much freedom. When I say freedom, like you can eat whatever you want. You're getting paid to play basketball, so you have this money to spend. Also, like the only thing is like you're practicing. Like you have to practice, and that's your work. So the challenge is just being a professional. I had to learn to be a professional, which means like just stretching on my own, learning to um, eat well, and then like also like so much distractions. So sometimes you don't drink, but your friends drink or your teammates drink. So you gotta tell them no. So you gotta be conscious of just being to yourself. And speaking with your family back home. But yeah, biggest challenge is being a professional. But once you learn to be a professional, then like everything else becomes easy.
Does it feel good knowing that you're one of the select few who play at the highest level of basketball?
Um, I'll always be grateful for all the blessings that God has stored upon me. Um, Not many people have been in my position or shoes. Um, every time I do go overseas, I got like a friend or someone that I met through basketball asking like, "Hey, who's your agent?" or "How did you get there?" or "What's your coach name?" so I can talk to him. Like it doesn't really work like that because these people see something in me. They and not to say that these people can be in that position, but um, I just count everything all joy with being grateful with how many countries I played basketball in and to see like all the growth that I have done over my career. So I'm grateful for it.
If you could solve any problem in basketball, what would it be? How would you change the way you play?
Let's see. What I'm working on this summer is um, better IQ, getting downhill, attacking, ball handling, and then shooting off the dribble. So those are some things that I would want to solve to help me become a better basketball player, um, better leader, because some of these things translate to like off the court. So like dedication, commitment, ambition. So if I can instill these things for me like in basketball, then I know when I get to playing, well, not when I'm done playing, I can apply these things to my career for basketball. Well, let's say for my career after basketball. So
Uh, what skills do you feel most confident about in basketball?
I'm athletic, so I definitely play above the rim. Um, I have dunked on some people in my time. I'm always confident with my athleticism just because what I do with my body outside of basketball. I take care of my body a lot with stretching, staying hydrated with water, eating correct. So I'm always gonna be confident in that. And then also shooting. Shooting, I'm always confident in because I put a lot of time and effort into getting a lot of shots up. So what I try to do is work out as much as I can so I can keep improving. So when the lights do come on and it's time for me to play in the game, like the confidence will be there. So
What does being a basketball player mean to you?
it means a lot. A lot of people after college they typically go into being an accountant, being in some type of marketing, um, or some type of medical field where they're on the clock 24 hours. So um, and here I am playing the game that I love, doing what I love. Um, sometimes it doesn't even feel like work because you're doing what you love. So being a basketball player means a lot to me. That's why I don't take it for granted. This is why I work out all the time because I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to be better myself. So
How do you find the courage to play professional basketball in front of a big arena of people?
the courage comes from just working out, doing when no one's watching. Um, you do something 9 to 10 times a day. You become confident in it, and that same 9 to 10 times when tens of thousands of people are watching, I mean, you become more relaxed. Because this is something that you've done all the time. So with my craft, I'm always in the gym working on my craft, and so when people are watching, it's nothing that I haven't done when no one's watching. So the courage just comes from hard work in the gym, working out. I think my schedule speaks for itself. With I'm working out 4 times a day currently this summer. I have 2 trainers I go to consistently. For example, like tomorrow, I'm going to work out at 5:30 at a hill. Like I think for the most part, like that courage, it doesn't come. So I'm putting the time in. So I think for the most part, with that courage, it's going to show because the time I'm putting in now.
So, what's some advice you could give anybody who wants to be a professional basketball player?
If it's really a dream, if it's really something you want to do, my advice would be um, become different. When I say different, just become a sponge. Always try to learn new things, learn the game. Surround yourself with people that knows the game, that know the game. Um, push yourself to new limits, new heights. And that's for anything in life, to be honest, because with any career, you have to push yourself. Get up in the morning, motivate yourself. You think? I mean, for me, you work out twice a day in practice in some of these countries, and sometimes you have to wake up when you don't want to and go practice and play basketball. So my advice would be just if you really want to play basketball or anything that you do, lock in and tell yourself that you can do it. But not only lock in, but put the work in, put the time in. So
And what's the biggest achievement you feel like you made being a professional basketball player?
I would say my biggest achievement was my first contract. This was after COVID, where obviously the whole world goes on a shutdown, and here I am thinking like, am I really gonna continue playing basketball after like all this just happened? You got people taking, uh, the COVID shots. You administer that just so you can leave the country. Then I suffered a huge injury right before that, like while the whole world is locked down. I'm injured, so I'm recovering from injury. Um, and then after that, like I signed a contract to go play basketball in Mexico. So I think that's my biggest accomplishment. Um, just because like I stayed with it, kept working out, um, and it wasn't easy, but I stayed with it. So I feel like that would be my biggest accomplishment.
Earlier, you said that you wanted to be a federal agent. What type of federal agent do you want to be?
The federal agent that I want to be is an air marshal. So air marshal typically ride airplanes, and you can contain. You can have a concealed and carry weapon. Now the responsibility of it is just you have to police aircraft. Uh, doesn't matter what aircraft it is, but you police the aircraft in the air, and yeah, and pretty much these federal agents are wanted all across because you never know, like sometimes people be coming crazy like on the aircraft, you never know if you need help or not. So that's the federal agent that I would want to be, just because it's more. I feel like it's more reliant than become a cop in Chicago, where it's a lot more pressure. It's a lot more going on. So that's why I want to be an air marshal.
Was it hard moving to Chicago being a black man?
Was it hard? I think it's hard being just black, to be honest. I mean, you not only are you looked at upon from different races, like what type of black person he is, but I mean, you look upon on your own people, because I feel like black people as a whole or as a culture is competitive. You know, we've been set back for so many years. Like everyone's trying to get to the top, but everyone is not like pulling each other along most of the time. So we all are a competitive, race. But growing up, you trying to find your hits, you find your people that that you want to push each other, and you ride with them. So that's what I did growing up. My parents did a good job of helping me with that. But yeah, growing up as a black guy in Chicago, I mean, it's never easy. But at the same time, nothing in life is. It's all what you can do to prevail. So,
What was your biggest motivation?
biggest motivation was my dad. I look up to my dad a lot. Reason being is because here he is. He's always ambitious and dedicated. Like he always wanted to provide for the family. So I think for the most part, my dad was my biggest inspiration. Just because I seen what he did. I seen what he did with the family, and I think what he done. I just wanted to be like him with my ambitions and everything.
Thank you, Derek. That wraps us up.